Dr. Caitlin Campbell. I'm a professor in the biology department at UNCP, and today we're visiting the campus garden and apiary, where I'm also the beekeeper here. You can see that we have a whole bunch of hives, and they're not all looking the same. We have different styles of hives here, and we're going to check out what's going on inside of the hives now. Here you can see the bees going in and out of their entrance, and sometimes you can see little guard bees come out and check on everybody that's trying to come in, make sure they belong to that hive. So here is Abby, our garden manager, and she's also a beekeeper, and she's going to demonstrate how we check the hive. We're going to be looking for a queen. This hive has been having some trouble keeping a queen this season, so we're trying to see if they've managed to keep her and if she's laying eggs. So first you took off the lid, and we add some smoke in here. This smoke calms the bees and gets them to run down instead of flying up. This is the inner cover that she's taking off, and then inside you see there's a bunch of wooden frames, and these frames are where the bees build their wax, and then they store things in the wax that they build. The top box is typically full of honey, so we're not going to spend a bunch of time looking for a queen up in there. So we're going to look down in this lower box. The queen is typically more in the middle of the hive where it's more protected, and that's also where they keep their babies. You'll notice that she's working from the outside in so that she doesn't accidentally injure the queen. The queen isn't usually on an outer frame, but she could be. So she's still working very slowly, pulling it out slowly, and that keeps the bees calmer too. This is that weird frame that we have in here. So this is kind of interesting. We put a frame that was a little too short for the box, and so the bees built out the extra space to fill it up. This frame has some honey on it. You want to point to the honey for him? Yep, so that's the honey. It's been capped over with a layer of wax. Can you scratch a little bit off so you can see the honey come out? So you can see underneath there's a bunch of honey that they've stored. And you can see it's kind of a golden color. This frame that Abby's holding up has a bunch of brood on it. That's our babies in the hive. So just like butterflies, bees go from like a larva form that looks like kind of like a little caterpillar, and then they pupate like a chrysalis, like a butterfly, and then they come out looking like an adult. This little bee right here, this is her very first day on the job. She's chewing her way out of her pupa, just hatching and becoming an adult. And these are the pupae all around here, these capped looking cells here. Here you can see the queen. She's got a real light green mark on her back, but you can see she's a little bit bigger than the other bees. And she's moving around looking for spots to lay her eggs.